In this investigation, we explore the average gradient between 2 points on the curve as one point approaches another point. We will see that as one point moves nearer to the other, the value of the gradient gets closer to a specific number. We do this using the Geometer Sketchpad. To start, we go to the upper left to the Graph tab and we plot a new function. The function we will be plotting is fx is equal to x squared. After this, we will be using unit point 2 and dragging it away from unit point 1 in order to make our range a bit narrower. This will assist in inserting our points on our curve. Just click on unit part 2 and drag it a bit closer. Now we will start by drawing our 2 points on our curve. We will go to Graph in the upper left and we will select Plot Points. We will be inserting the point 2, 4. Click Plot and then click Done. Then right click on our point and select Show Label. Then to create point B, we do not want a fixed point, we want a point that can be moved. Thus we will go to our point tool and as accurately as possible we will be creating the point 3, 9. Remember to go back to our translation arrow tool, Then again we right click on our point and we show the label. Then we will be creating a line between point A and point B. To do this, we will be selecting point B and point A. Make sure that your points are highlighted and then we will go to Construct and we will construct a line running through point A and B. After we have done this, we will start creating our lines BC and AC. To create our vertical line between B and our x-axis, we will select point B and we will select our x-axis. Then we will go to Construct and we will construct a perpendicular line. Now we create our horizontal line between point A and the y-axis. To do this, we will click on point A to highlight it on the y-axis and again we go to Construct and we construct a perpendicular line. Now we have discovered our point C. For our point C, we can simply click on the corner and we can go and show our label. We have now created our right angle triangle ABC. Now we will start by measuring BC and AC. To measure BC, we will click on B and on C, making sure both points are highlighted. Then we will go to the tab Measure and we measure our distance. Then we will go to our point A and C, making sure both have been highlighted, and we will go to Measure Distance. As we can see, we now have our two distances. Then we will go about calculating BC divided by AC. To do this, we will go to Number, we will go to Calculate, and simply click on BC, click on Divide, AC, and select OK. Now, in order to observe our findings, we will be highlighting point B and then drag point B closer and closer to point A. As we can see, which value does AB approach as we go closer and closer to A? Now, for the second part, we will be creating a point to the left of A instead of our point B, which is to the right of A. To start, we will be removing our 3 lines to make our screen less busy. Simply highlight our line and press delete. Repeat this for our vertical line and our line between A and B. Then we will now create a new point. This point will lie on 1, 1. Simply go to our point tool and create our point 1, 1 on the curve. Deselect our point tool and select our translation arrow tool again, and then we can simply right click and show our label. We have now created point D. Then, to draw a line between A and D and create our gradient AD, we will click on A and D, highlighting both, and select Construct and construct a line. Then, to create our vertical and horizontal line, we will select A and our x-axis, and we will construct a perpendicular line. Then we select D and our y-axis, and we construct a perpendicular line. Where these lines meet, we now have our right angled triangle point, which we can also simply click on, show label E. We have now created our right angled triangle ADE. Now we can select our point D and drag it, but first let us measure our point A, E and our point D, E. To do this, we will select A and E, and we will select measure and measure the distance. Repeat this step for our point D and E, and measure the distance. Then, to find the calculation, we just go to Calculate, we select our AE, and we divide by our DE and select OK. Now, we may drag our point D towards A and see what happens to our gradient DA as we drag it closer and closer. In other words, what value does AD approach? We can now use this investigation to reveal that as x values approach 2 from the right, the value approaches a certain number.